Today we've got something from a brand called Radwimps. And I'm not making that up. R-A-D Wimps. Don't ask. Anyway, so this is a Commander deck box by Radwimps. Sent this over for free in exchange for a review. We're going to open it up, we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to see if it's worth your money. If I'm not mistaken, this one right now isn't all that expensive. I will actually have to double check the price. I'll probably put that down in the description, or I'll pin a comment to the video so you all can see what the current price of this is. But let's open this up. Let's see how good it is, and we'll go from there. And okay, I'm already seeing a bit of a problem here. I'll tell you what it is here in a moment. Let me just slide that out. Okay, put the box right over there. Okay, let me take a quick look at our construction quality. Let's see, that looks good. I'm looking at stitching right now. A little bit of excess glue there and there. Stitching's good there and good there. Okay, the one thing that I wanted to point out real quick is in the, I guess it's maybe a mock-up, because this is different from what I originally saw was being presented on the Amazon listing. On the Amazon listing, if you can take a look here at the box, there is an imprint on the very top of the box that looks very Magic the Gathering-esque. I know they can't technically say that it's a Magic the Gathering logo, or whatever it is, simply because they don't have the licensing probably for it. But there's supposed to be a big logo right here in the center, and it's not here. So not sure why that is. Yeah, but anyways, maybe they just reused an old image, and they're just like, yeah, screw it, let's just go ahead and just show it again. But yeah, that's what we're seeing here. But let's open this thing up. This thing does come completely off. The lid of it does, and there are magnets here on either side. The magnets do feel pretty good. Open this up, and this should come right off, and it does. So yeah, as you can see, the whole thing does come right off. And in fact, give me a second here. Let me see. Ooh, what is this? Got a little bit of a double stitch there. Let's see. Rest looks okay. Again, it's got that kind of soft felt inner lining. That's fine. And it looks like we do have a. Well, we actually have two. I thought we only had one, but we do have two. It looks like regular old. Yeah, two regular old card dividers there, and fairly thick, not bad. Actually, a little bit thicker than some of the thinner ones that I've seen, but these do work just fine. Nothing wrong with them. Take a look at the inside. Take a quick look here. Do I have any glue issues? Usually I see glue issues along here. Not really seeing any. Looks fine. And we'll also check the stitching here on the sides. Okay, do sort of little spots for our magnets there. Let's see. Appears to look pretty darn good. Okay, not bad. Okay, and then the inside nice and soft. No padding, just kind of that soft felt lining. And then it looks like there's a top loader that is used here that should slide right up, and it does. And that's your top loader. That's a standard 3x4 top loader as well. So if you happen to already have one, do I have any top loaders around here? I think I moved all my top loaders, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is a standard regular old top loader, so nothing too fancy there, and it does just slide right in. Let me see, does it slide right out or does it grip? Comes right out. Okay, so do be aware of that. It doesn't hug it like some of these deck boxes do, but it does slide right in, perfectly fine. And of course you can just take a card, stick it in a little old penny sleeve like this, slide it right in. There we go. And there it is. There's your Commander display. Yeah, that's exactly how you would do it right there. I actually don't have a Commander near me right now. That's why I'm using the old Arcana cards. But as far as the quality of the top loader, I do see a couple of little scuffs on it. But you can always replace it if you happen to use a lot of top loaders. You can always just change that out. But again, if you buy something brand new, the top loader should look fairly good. I mean, I've seen far worse than this, so I'm going to say this is okay. It's not the best, but it's fine. Overall, I do have a question here. Let me see. Can I actually take this and hug the deck box from below? And that would be a yes. So yeah, it does have magnets up at the top there as well, on either side. So if you wanted to kind of flip this over and just kind of leave the deck box like this so you can have access to the top, looks like that works. Let's break out our 60 card World of Warcraft deck, and we'll slide it right in here. And wow, okay, if I put it in sideways like this, and this is just 60 cards again, it looks like single sleeved, it will fit at least, yeah, at least 120 cards, because this could go in there a second time, and this is 60. So yeah, I would say that would fit in there, yeah, at least a good 120 cards. So you could do a commander deck and have a sideboard there too. So that works out really, really well. Of course, you could always put it like this too, but you won't have as much room. Maybe about 100 cards there, but then of course you got the side to side. But that's not necessarily how it's supposed to go. If you want to maximize the available space, then you would put it in like this. Now, I do want to mention that as I'm sliding, again, these are standard size sleeves. So as I'm sliding these in, not super snug, but it doesn't really have a lot of room there. Here, let me see if I can get a little shot there of how much room you have. So it is a bit of a snug fit, but it does have a little bit of room. You can hear I move back and forth there. So yeah, single sleeve should be just fine for about 120 cards. If you go double sleeve, obviously you're going to have to account for that. It'll probably knock it down to under 100. So you do need to be aware of that. As far as the overall build and everything, I think this is actually a pretty good deck box. It's nice. I'm not a huge fan of these coming off completely, simply because I have heard from people that they do sometimes lose them. All I can say is if you do happen to flip open your deck box, just take it and stick it on the bottom like that, and hopefully you won't have to worry about losing it. Overall, I'm going to say this is actually a pretty good deck box. Pretty happy with it. Again, I'll mark the current going rate in the description there for you guys, down either in the description or in a pinned comment. But I would say this is actually pretty good. If this goes for say about $10 to $12, I'd say it's a heck of a value. If it goes for $15, still pretty good option. Although obviously the higher up in price you go, the value tends to get less and less. But if this thing can stay between say $10 and $15, I would say it's a pretty good option. If you decide you want to go ahead and grab a commander deck like this with just a single little slot there for about 120 cards, it's a good option there. Yeah, very, very nice. I'm very impressed with this. Again, thanks for checking out the video, guys. I will leave an affiliate link down in the description. If you click on that, I do get a little bit of a kickback, so it would be really, really nice if you did. Make sure you all like, subscribe, share the video and everything, and yeah, we'll see you next time.